Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Pete, and this will be part 12 of my vinyl record collection tour. And in this particular part of the cube, as I was pulling everything out, I came to realise that it's really just Opeth. So it's just going to be an updated Opeth tour, as I only just recently received the latest album, The Last Will and Testament. So I'll just get cracking and smash through this, because you can always look at the previous one, which if you scroll through my videos you'll be able to find it. Anyway, I'll get into that. Also, before I start, I've made it to 103 subscribers, so everyone that's subscribed, thank you very much. That's awesome. I hit that before New Year's, so goal achieved, yay. Anyway, let's get into these Opeth vinyls. So we'll get cracking through it. This one's, there'll be a bit of natural light come through the curtain, but hopefully I won't get too much glare. So we've got Orchid. That's a first pressing release on Displeased Records that I got way back in the day. Then we have Morning Rise. For the longest time, this was my favourite Opeth album. Still absolutely love it. It might have been overshadowed by Blackwater Park, but yeah, there's that. Then we have My Arms, Your Hearse. Again, they're all the first pressings, so Displeased Records did those originally. I'm not sure if all of the ones I have are first pressings. If they're not, they're pretty close. Then we have Still Life. A great album. Probably doesn't get as much attention as it should, because maybe overshadowed by Blackwater Park, I'm not sure. But some great tracks on that, like Serenity, Pain and Death and More and so forth. Then we have the aforementioned Blackwater Park. Absolutely flawless album, start to finish. Moving right along from there, we have Deliverance. I initially got this on CD and saw them on this tour, their very first tour of Australia, which was awesome, in a small venue. I was jammed in like a sardine, maybe only 3-4 meters away from the stage, if that. Couldn't get any closer, it was just too tight. Then we have Damnation, the first bit of change that they did with no growling vocals. I saw them on that tour as well. I kind of hung back and played it a bit cool, being the guy at the back of the room, just sitting back with my arms crossed, going, yeah. Pardon me. Anyway, moving right along, we have the live album, which has the corresponding DVD, Lamentations. Where was that? Live at Shepherd's Bush Empire. 3-disc, that one. I just thought, I initially got all the studio albums, and then I thought I'll get the live albums as well. I don't have the Royal Albert Hall vinyl, and it's probably going to be too expensive to get these days, at least for my budget. Moving right along, we have Ghost Reveries. It took me a while to get into that record. It was just a little bit different. I was like, but absolutely love it now. Then we have another live one, which is the Roundhouse tapes. I really like this one, because it's got a few different tracks, like Under the Weeping Moon and off the first album, which is, I really love the first album, so I kind of wish that they'd play more stuff from that era. Anyway, then we have Watershed, which many would probably consider their last great album, and yeah, I'm not so sure. That's on a coloured sort of gold vinyl, yellowy gold vinyl from memory. Then we have the newest era, or the third era of Opeth, with, I was going to say this is Sorceress, but it's Heritage. I'm having brain fart on album names there. Don't mind it. Yeah, it took me a bit to get into that new era of Opeth. There we have Pale, no, this is Sorceress. Duh. I was going to say Pale Communion was next. But this one is a picture disc, which I eventually intend to get framed, because the album the cover has been signed by all members of the band. I also have the box set of it as well, so when that other one ends up being framed, I'll still have versions to play. Then we have Pale Communion, which just on black vinyl. I haven't actually played this. I've even barely played the CD, so I need to really familiarise myself with that album. I'll go back and listen to it very soon. Then we have this live at Red Rocks, Garden of the Titans, live at Red Rocks Amphitheatre. They did a DVD of that, didn't they? Can't remember. It's been a while. I've dropped off the Opeth train a little bit, but I still buy it just the same. Yeah, another live one. Again, just missing one. Then I have this 10-inch of Ghost of Perdition live. This is on a sparkly pink vinyl, which looks really cool. The cover got a bit munted in the order that came from Nuclear Blast for this. I think I got this pretty cheaply, if I recall too. Anyway, I was just sort of like, I've got to have that. Then we have the box set for In Cauda Venenum. Is that it? Venenum? Something like this. It's got the English and the Swedish versions. Yellow and orange vinyl, if I recall correctly. Came with a CD, came with a Blu-ray and with 5.1 mixers. Again, I haven't listened to this a great deal. I probably need to go back and really just sort of sit down and listen to some of these newer Opeth albums. I might really dig them at this point, but there's that one. I think there's also a poster in the box set, if I remember. And this one, The Last Will and Testament, this one finally arrived. I pre-ordered it back in August, and it literally arrived 2 days before New Year's. So this is cool, and you've probably seen some unboxing. It's got, I haven't opened the vinyl and played it yet, but it's got the green and white Corona swirly type thing. Plus it's got like a pen and a little bottle of ink, and I guess a book to write your own will in, and so on and so on. Limited to 4,000 copies, so not super limited. And there's a little bit of damage down here along the box, but to try and send it back and stuff, and it's not really going to bother me that much. Nice little sort of raised print on the front there. So yeah, that's it for my Opeth collection. I will get the next section in the cube done pretty quickly, maybe tomorrow. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff, and Happy New Year to everybody. Until the next one, I am over and out. Take it easy and gone.